All right, we reached the summit here. It's the trail among the trees at Rockwood Reservation. It was quite a hike up those trails. These hills aren't small, so definitely got winded doing this. Need to get in better shape so I could do it without getting winded. But I left off where I was telling a little bit about the American Akita. I talked about how dominant they can be, how loyal they can be. One thing I wanted to add about how loyal they can be, it really is actually pretty upsetting whenever someone gets rid of an Akita because they bond so closely with one person or maybe one family, and having to rehome them is the worst. So I don't really encourage people to get the American Akita breed because they are different. A lot of people, especially Akita fans, say that they're really a unique breed. They're not really like anything else. And they do have kind of a very complicated history as a working dog. I mean, they're originally used for hunting bear, boar, and elk in Japan, and that's a pretty tough task to take on as a dog. They usually would run in pairs, and then they would corner the large game, hold it there until the humans came to arrive to make the kill. So they had to be fearless and bold, which they were. Then they were eventually turned into guarding dogs. They were used to guard Japanese royalty. He's whining because I'm not close to him. I told you he always wants to be around me. They're used for guarding Japanese royalty, so they had to be good at that. And later they were used, unfortunately, for dog fighting. So you have hunting large game in their history, guarding in their history, and dog fighting in their history. So they have a very intense and difficult background, especially being a Spitz breed, which tends to be more independent, more wolf-like. So they very intense dog. But they are unlike a lot of Spitz dogs like Huskies and Malamutes that would pull sleds and they would like to be run free, and they weren't really super loving towards their families. And I guess maybe loving is not the right word, but they aren't good guard dogs. Let me say they're not going to protect the family very well as a breed. Of course, you always get the exceptions, but as a whole, you're not going to get a Husky or a Malamute to guard. But the Akita will. They're very protective, and they really bond closely with one person. And that kind of goes into the whole story of Hachi. I think everybody knows the story of Hachiko. Very loyal dog. That won't get into the story, but if you haven't, there's a movie about it. A couple movies. There's one with Richard Gere, and then there's some that were actually made in Japan. But among the most loyal of dog breeds. So they're great dogs to have. I got them because I wanted a good guard dog, and I fell in love with the breed after seeing the movie Hachiko, and figured I'd get myself one. But I took it very seriously. Got into dog training and dog behavior as much as I could without being formally trained. Got my hands on some books, religiously studied Cesar Millan and Dog Daddy and a few others, but just try to up my understanding of dogs and how to handle them. But love the breed, so I like to take them with me on hikes. I have a female as well. She's 4.5. She's at home right now. She's not as closely bonded to me as she is the family. She loves the whole family, where he is just adores me. And so I usually take him with me when I go out. Plus, I don't know how he'll do home alone. You see how whiny he is when I'm just a few feet away and he can't get to me. Where my female, she don't care. She'll stay at home all by herself. She didn't mind at all. She actually kind of enjoys her peace. But anyway, here's the view here at the summit of the trail among the trees at Rockwood Reservation. It's a lot better view here in the springtime. I'll probably have to come back to catch what it looks like in the springtime, but there it is. It's one location. This will probably be my last video for today, and I'll work on getting more videos about more trails in the area, and eventually when I take some road trips up to Colorado or maybe out to the Appalachians again, we'll get some good hiking videos there. All right, buddy? All right, bye.